Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. Ladies, I have missed you all. I feel like it's been longer than 2 weeks. Is it just me? But I feel like it's been longer than just 2 weeks since the last time I was on here. It was last year, right? But I am Ruth, your peace coach, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us and for being a part of our community. Put your name in the comment section so we can welcome you. And you can probably see from all the comments that we're always happy to be in this community and to greet each other. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you have not already, make sure you like the page, follow the page, hit the notification button, and ladies, y'all know what to do. Hit that share button. I think the last time I looked, I think we had like maybe 6 shares. So that's good. Keep it going. Give me at least 10 shares for tonight, because I have a goal for this year and how I want to grow this community. And as always, I need your help in doing that, because to help me spread the word, because I know that we have something good here and I want to share it with even more people. All right. Are y'all ready? I am ready. Let me see some of the people here. Claudette, good to see you tonight. Clementine from Memphis, Tennessee on here. Hello. Harriet Hollingsworth, Marquita, Phyllis Keelan. Let me see who else. Tamika from Bowling Green, Kenya. All right. So good to see all of you all. Karen Deal. Love you all. Thank you all so much for being on here tonight. I am ready to go. Can you believe that it's already the second week in January? I really can't believe it. I feel like Christmas will be here in a minute. Okay. But I want to start tonight with a question. Y'all probably know what it's going to be, but if you made any New Year's resolutions that you feel like that you could share with us, put them in the comment section so we can see what your New Year's resolutions are. Hey, Peggy from Cleveland, Ohio, and Timberland. Yes, my church daughter. How you doing, sweetie? Yes. And but I want to know what your New Year's resolutions are, and put them, like I said, if it's something that you feel like that you can share, put it in there. Or if you want to put something that you think that, or you know that people always write down as New Year's resolutions. I mean, I remember we kind of had this conversation last January. What are some common New Year's resolutions that people put down if you don't want to share what you put down? And so that I can see that. So you all know that at the start of each month that I have a new topic. And so for the month of January and probably into the first week of February, our topic is going to be 2022. Who, what, when, where, and why. 2022. Who, what, when, where, and why. Because when we're making our, yes, Peggy, losing weight. Yes, Karen Deal being more diligent. Okay, Timberland, intentional self-care. Granny, drinking more water. I love those. Yeah. So when we're thinking about our New Year's resolutions, a lot of times we just write stuff down. We write down, okay, this is what I kind of want to do, and I want to try this, and it might be the same ones over and over again. But seldom do we think about the who, what, when, where, and why of our resolutions. Very seldom do we think about those things. We just kind of write. I don't want to say willy-nilly because I don't want to go there, but a lot of times we just write things down. But very seldom do we really think about the who, what, when, where, and why. Clementine, yes. Exercise more. Pastor Harris, yes. Exercise, lose weight. Yes, those are all very, very common things. And the who, what, when, where, and why. I have a question. Here's a scripture. Matthew 7:7 says, ask and keep on asking, and it will be given to you. Seek and keep on seeking, and you will find. Knock and keep on knocking, and the door will be opened to you. So ladies, as I just said, it's more than just writing down those New Year's resolutions. You got to keep on asking. You got to keep on knocking. You got to keep on figuring out why it is that I want to do what I want to do. And so for the remainder of our time tonight, I've got 10 more minutes left, is when we're talking about the who for our plans. Okay, here we go. Who are you making plans for? Who are you making plans for? And I know you may be saying, if I ask you, who are you making plans for? And you go, oh, I'm making them for me. I'm making them for me. You know, it's like, who else would it be for? But are you really making those plans for you? Are you really in control when you're saying, I decide? Okay. And I found this. So when you're saying who, I want you to think about this.
You don't own me. I decide, okay? I say who, I say when, I say who. I refuse.
All right. I bet you can hear me now. I forgot to take it off. My bad. My bad. So when we're talking about the who, here's something to think about. Knowledge is having the right answer. Intelligence is asking the right question. Knowledge is having the right answer. You can know the answer. 1 + 1 is what? 2. Now, intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So you can have the answer. 1 + 1 is 2. But if you don't have the intelligence to apply that to your, when you're budgeting or whatever, then it doesn't matter that you know that 1 + 1 is 2, because you're not applying that when you're trying to pay your bills or when you're trying to budget. Okay, so knowledge is having the right answer. Intelligence is asking the right question. So asking the right question, again, is the who. Who are you making the plans for? And then here's what I want you to think about next is, are you making plans for others? Are you making your plans for others? When you're writing down your resolutions, are you making those resolutions for somebody else? Are you saying, I want to lose weight because, I don't want people to judge me and I don't want people to look at me funny or whatever? Instead of just saying the who is, I want to lose weight for myself because I want to be healthier. Are you saying, the who is, I want to get a college degree? But your who really is, well, my coworker has one. And so I want to compete with my coworker because she has one. Instead, the who should be, I want to get a college degree because I want to do it for me, because I want to further my career. Okay. So think long and hard when you're writing those resolutions down. Who is the who? All right. Now, if your who, sometimes your who, and it could be other people, could be a good thing. For instance, if you're saying my who is in regards to me losing weight because I want to be around for my children and grandchildren, then that's a good who. Okay. Because you want to be around for your children or your grandchildren. Okay. Or if you say my who is, I want to help others. I want to help others less fortunate. I want to help others who were in the same, had the same experiences as me as a child. I want to pour into them. Then that's a good who. Okay. But ultimately, again, if your who is because you want to please somebody else, it is not sustainable and it will not last. Okay? And here's a quote I want you to think about. It says, I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody. And if you have been there, put a hand up or raise your hand and say, yes, that has been me. Because I don't know pretty much anybody, especially women, who haven't done things and you're trying to please other people. You're trying to please everybody. Again, ladies, that is just not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. Yes. And so think about that who. Ultimately, it has to be about you. Yes, it can be for, again, like I said, if you want to help other people, those kinds of things. But if you're trying to please somebody, trying to make them happy, because here's the thing, those same people that you're trying to please 5-10 years down the road, they are probably not going to be in your life. And so you don't want to make decisions based on somebody who's not even going to be in your life. Take that to the bank. Okay. I'm going to say that again. You don't want to make decisions based on somebody who's probably not going to be in your life, maybe in the next 2, 5, 10 years. Because if you do, then when those years come around and they're no longer there and you made a decision based on them, you're going to be very, very angry with yourself. I promise you. Okay. All right, Simone. Yeah, she said that has been me, but no more. That's right. No more. No more. All right. And then here's something else that I want you to think about when we're talking about our who. Think about your resolutions, things that you wrote down. Who are you making the plans for? And then here's the last thing I want you to think about is, have you sought God? Have you sought God? Or is it just willy-nilly? I'm just writing this down because, this is kind of what I want to do. Or my neighbors, I know someone who a lot of times they will do things based on what their friends are doing. If their friends are starting a YouTube page, then they want to start a YouTube page. If their friends are doing something, they want to do whatever. And I'm always like, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? And here's something it's not really big enough where you could see it, but it's really basically a picture of it's God, and he's waiting at a table for a person, and he's like, I think that they're getting ready to show up. I'm just going to wait for them. And then it turns to 8:05. And so then the waiter comes and he's like, you want something? He's like, no, I'm just going to wait here for them. And then it turns into 8:45 a.m. and they're still not there. And Jesus is like, okay, well, maybe they'll show up for lunch. And then it's 12:45. They haven't shown up for lunch. And then he's like, well, maybe they'll come after work and I'm waiting for them. And then it's 8:20. And the person finally comes, and then they've got this long, as soon as Jesus is like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. And then the person just blurbs all this stuff out and, oh yeah, I got this going on. I got that going on. And they go on and on and on. They talk about all the stuff that they need Jesus to do. And as you can see, Jesus can't get a word in edgewise because they're saying all this stuff. And then after 2 minutes, because y'all know we be praying, we be thinking we praying for a long time, and it'd be like 2 minutes. And then he's like, okay, bye, shabba dabba dabba, I'm out of here. How many times has that been us? Has that been us? God, he's waiting on us like all day. And then when we get there, we in front of his face finally, and we just blurt out all the stuff that we want and need, and we really have not sought God. So the last thing is I want you to think about is, have you sought God? When you've made your resolutions, God, is this what you want me to do? Is this the way that you want me to go? Do you want me to take this job? Do you not want me to take this job? What do you want me to do? Do you, seek out God? Okay. So write the who, your resolutions. You got homework this week, guys, because I'm all about action. We can come here all day long, and I'm so glad you guys are on here. But It's about action. So who is the who on your resolutions? And then have you sought God for what you have written down? All right. Think about those two things this week. That's what I want you to do. All right. My time is up, ladies. See, Marquita. I know I'm terrible. I'm terrible. But I love you all so much. And I hope you know that. And I'm always so honored when you are on here. Same thing. Know that I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams and your resolutions and all of those things that you want to accomplish this year. Okay. And not only this year, but for the rest of your life. Okay. So make sure you share the stream. I will see you back next week. And then we're going to talk about the what of your resolutions, the what of your resolutions. All right. I love you so much. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.